Out on Thomas's branch line, it was in need of bad condition. The ground beneath the rails had become wet and a little too soft, making the engines struggle to make their way to the top station. Not wanting to close Thomas's branch line, Sir Topham Hatt ordered a special group of engineers to come and inspect the line for any critical condition. It was very important that they marked red flags over the line to tell the engines that the line was closed for repairs, and they had to travel a different line. One night in the sheds, the only one who could complain about the situation was Percy. "Typical," he complained. "Always lingering around this branch line. What's it got to do with these silly rails going down, huh?" Thomas and Toby didn't want to hear it anymore. "Our rails are in bad condition of being flooded down," replied Thomas huffily. "We need red flags to tell us when there's danger on the line. You know that, right?" "I've worked on my old line for years," added Toby. "There were flags on my line to tell me that the line was in danger. I had to take a different line." "What would you do if there were no red flags on your line, Percy?" "Find my way back onto the main line by instinct," said Percy, pretending to be Gordon. Thomas and Toby didn't say anything else as he went to the harbor to collect more stone for the harbor. Down the harbor line, mist swirled the air. The fog was so thick that Frank the workman was working nearby. He meant well, but was prone to be distracted and ill-tempered. His next job was to place a red flag on the line where Percy was to be collecting stone. "Only a few months, then I can go and relax and have my tea," he muttered to himself as he walked down the line. What he didn't realize that he wasn't carrying a red flag, but a yellow flag behind his pocket. Nor did he realize that he had placed the wrong flag right next to the siding where Percy was to be passing. The sun shone brightly, and Percy was making good time through the mist. "Let's hope I can get a good run," he thought to himself happily. Then, he passed the strange yellow flag next to the siding he was passing. "Better slow down," he thought to himself, but his driver thought otherwise. "Funny," he said to the fireman. "There are always red flags on the line. That's where the damaged track is." He looked to the front of his engine and saw what appeared to be the barrier of a closing track ahead. "Oh, dearie me," he cried as he slammed on the brakes as hard as he could. Percy was unaware of this, but when he saw what was up ahead, he gasped in shock. He shut his eyes and came just a few feet from the damaged track. They all sighed with great relief as Frank came running up with every ounce of breath he had. "What happened here?" he asked. The driver got out and explained what had happened. "Oh," said Frank, "my bad. I didn't know what I was carrying," and he quickly removed the flag, yellow to red. When he arrived at the top station, Thomas had heard everything. Well, he chuckled. "Learn how to run on your rails with safety flags more often these days?" Percy looked away. "Oh, well," continued Thomas, "we can all learn, even from mistakes. But I must say, you learned very quickly, Percy." Though dearly sorry for him, Annie and Clarabelle couldn't help but laugh as well. Even Percy.